goodness, we're going to be warming up very soon. Oh goodness. And it is, I do want to make sure this is warm up. Warm up is included in part of the practice time. Just because it's still part of me getting back back into good playing shape. So, without further ado, let me get my cello drones. What are we starting with? We're gonna do minor scales. Minor scales, let me see. Alright, so now y'all got the drone. Okay. It was F, did I say? Did put it to F. We got there. We ended up there. Embouchure's not good on that one. Let me see. It's part of this. Part of you know what? And this can be. This will count as practice time because I'm observing my embouchure as we descend chromatically. It's so hard. That's what I'm saying. The break there between the D flat to the low C. If you're just like noodling around, and I'm not, I got to get better at that transition there. fun little exercise. Octave jumps. Definitely something to help. Definitely something that will help my my strength and stability, consistency down there below. We'll see. All right. So what did I say? I think we're gonna do minor scales. I think natural minor, just to get them back in my head and under my fingers. Not doing melodics. Harmonics are fun. We'll do those tomorrow, I think. But just for today, we're gonna be doing just regular plain Jane natural minor. The thing I hate most about doing scales is immediately, because you know what C is. That's easy. But then you go straight into F concert. Then you go straight into E concert, which is a B natural. Huh. So I gotta think, what is the key? If it's B natural regular, I know it in my fingers. I don't know it in my head as much. Let me see. Far out. E natural. That's it. Alright. These funky keys are going to take me a little bit longer to remember. A bit longer to, you don't spit on this thing. Not bad. Not bad. E flat. E flat's such a good key, man. Not bad. Intonation is all over the place. Tone is all over the place. Kind of to be expected. We're getting back there. We're doing the best we can. Let's go to A. Not A. My A. Their D. Concert D. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I fully expected today to be quite bad. Because it's always the first day you get back into something, you have kind of like beginner's luck, noob gains, as it were. But the second day you get back into something, you're a little stiff, you're a little sore from the first day. It's never as good. Today, knocking on wood. Knocking on wood. Doesn't feel that bad. D flat. Another just fucking great key. Although minor. Hold on. Minor might suck. Might be easier to think C sharp. Hang on. No, because it's A flat. For me, minor means like everything's flat. Do we have C flats in here? Yes. We do have C flats. That's right. And F. Literally everything is flat. We have C and F flats. Oh, horn is fun, man. I gotta be mindful of my embouchure here, especially down low. My natural inclination, I've talked about this yesterday. I'm gonna talk about this all the time. But my natural inclination to hit these low notes is to sort of lean into my top. And I don't know if you can see around the outside, it like pushes out, which like kind of works down low because there aren't very many alternatives that you could pop into. But it's bad form and it's inconsistent. It's not like strong. My mic is over here. I don't know why I'm talking over here. Over here. Anyways. The proper way to do it, I think, is more like this. It's anchored down here on the bottom. Very strong, very secure. That's what I'm trying to be mindful of as I am doing these scales down in the low, is like making sure to anchor, because that's probably my what I struggled with. One of the things I struggled with most when I was good. You know, good. E flat. Right, that's what I did. See, and I don't like my jaw is popping forward and back. You're not supposed to. You shouldn't do that. But it's like that's that's subconscious that's happening. So I gotta fix that. Not bad. Being mindful of stuff like this is how I'm going to improve. C, which is a G. So hard to keep that in tune. Holy shit, you need so much air. I'm doing minor. Remember to do minors. This might be where I jump up the octave to finish them. I don't know if I can. That G down below the pedal G might be a bit too below my functional range at the moment. So flat, huh? Oh, that takes so much air! Holy moly! Good night. Okay. It is B. Concert B. Now I just have to remember the actual scale. It is F sharp, G sharp, A. Oh, it's just A. A, C, and E. Not A, C, and E. C. It's been so long since I've done this. F, C, and B. F, C, A. F, C. B. Woo! I'll go down to them, to those super low notes, just to stretch my range downwards. Sort of a we'll get there when we get there kind of a thing. We'll build them up for now. Yeah. That's not where we're starting from. Minor, F minor, A flat, D flat, E flat, and B flat. I am not used to. Yeah. All right. A. Concert A, which is a what? E for me? E is a good key. E minor is a good key. That there is a note. E flat. Fine E flat. Concert A flat. E flat's a good key too. Although minor. The D flat, but not F flats. So it's the C flat, D flat, E flat. Yeah, C flat, D flat, E flat. Everything but F flat. A flat, what comes next? That would be G, chat. Not G, chat. You know what I mean. There's my D. I can't hear the That's it. Nope. We're not going down to the low D, below the F, below the C, below the other C. I don't think so. E flat. D flat, C sharp. The D flat scale is going to be the same as F flat, which is E. Alright, so D flat. It's D, E, F flat. F, D, A, B double flat. That's what it is. B double flat, C flat, D flat. Alternatively, B double flat would just be A. Nope. Nope. But that is all 12 natural minors. Natural minors are done. We did it. That's phase 1 of practice time. Hell yeah. That calls for a little party time, party time. We did our first sub goal. Not sub goal, but our this is our main goal. Main total goal. I'll get this. Hold up. Main goal is this. First step was minor scales. Now we're doing arpeggios. Let's see. There's some decent arpeggio studies in. Arpeggio studies. And also, what I definitely need to do is need to make these cello drones on a playlist where I have them in order. I don't know why they do it this way. But you've got them C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, E flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F. This is not, that's not helpful. So what I need to do, I need to make a playlist, put them in order from F all the way to there, so I can just cycle through them, because what I want to do, like I want to start F here, of course. Let's get 45. I want to start in F, and we're doing these arpeggio studies. I don't think you can see them all too well, but it's basically just starting off on that's a weird, actually. So the way this is written, chat, is strange, because normally when I do arpeggio studies, right, you start with valves open, you go down the chromatic sequence. So you'll start off open, second finger, first, second, third, first, second, third, and then you know, that's the sequence down. Then you do trigger 2, trigger 1, trigger 1, 2, trigger, and then I think trigger 2, 3 is back. That's all 12. But so the way this one works, and this is not part of practice time. So this one's starting on a G, G D G D G G is the arpeggio, which is 1-3. So it's starting me on 1-3, and then it goes F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, which is 1-2-3, and then it goes F C F, which is triggered. So it's starting in a weird spot on the chromatic sequence. I don't think I'm going to be doing this one exactly as written, but I am going to. Let's go tempo 60. We're going to go quarter note equals 60. We're just going to do quarters slurring from C below the staff down to the pedal. And I think we're going to do full major arpeggios. Just 1 octave probably. Just to help us loosen up. So it'll be something like this. Hold on. Yo, hello, Sevnix. How you doing? Welcome in. I apologize for my rustiness. It will wear off in a few months. Hopefully not a few months, a few weeks, but good to see ya. Welcome to Arpeggios. So there's timer going back on, but what I'm going for, what I'm striving for when I'm doing these arpeggios is I don't want any of the notes to pop out dynamically. I'm looking for them to be, even and just smooth all the way up, all the way down. And so it's difficult, especially for me personally, down in the low register, to have them not like an attack sort of accented as they come down. I'm going to try and do them so this is what I'm trying to avoid. That's sort of exaggerated. That's popping the notes there. What I'm looking for is sort of a smooth glide into each one. So something like. And it's difficult. It's hard because I'm so bad right now, but that's what I'm listening for, being mindful of. Much easier said than done. And I can feel myself and hear myself sort of there's a break in between when the note is in between the notes, the airflow is like being stopped somehow. I'm not exactly sure whether it's like my lips or whether it's just the vibration is stopping for like a split second, but it's not what I want. As well, yeah. Yeah, this might be, these arpeggios down low like this might actually be a little too, not too advanced, but not as beginner friendly as I need to be while I'm still getting back into it. So I might jump these up the octave. Again, intonation is all over the place. I'm aware of that. And also because there, if you're doing it just on the F horn, it's all 2-3, and you're doing a C 2-3, which is a funky fingering for that particular note. So, which is not an excuse. It's never an excuse to be out of tune, but like I'm allowing myself a little bit of grace. Day 2. This is only day 2. I can't even get through my fucking warm-ups. Jesus. Not to mention, I know I was way out of tune on that one. That one was gross. Alright, we're already on C. That means then we're on B. I'm not getting lightheaded. I'm not becoming lightheaded, which is good, but I don't think it's too far off. And that is all the natural horn, or the F horn ones. Once we get into B flat. B flat felt pretty dang nice. Not gonna lie. B flat sounds felt pretty. I'm feeling myself being a little reserved, trepidatious with my air, and so my notes are not fully supported. Something I've got to get back in the habit of doing. Now I'm starting to get lightheaded. I can tell just coming over here, changing the cello drone, I can feel myself getting a little lightheaded now. Which is good. It means I'm using a lot of air. I'm using the air that I probably should be using. I'm just not used to it. A flat. E flat. E, G, B. E, G, B flat. Yeah. On to G. G already. Low D for me is not a note that you want to see. I don't know that that note exists in the classical repertoire. I would be surprised. E flat, F, A flat, flat, F, A flat. You know, arpeggios, not great, but not bad. Not bad, I say. We're all warmed up. What do you think? We could do Koprush. Koprush is always good. Drones maybe out of my ear. That's actually a good one. Moderato. What's a moderato? Like 90 something? Something like 90 something. Koprush. Number 2. As written. I'm running out of air. going on? Asked, how long has it taken you to reach where you are now? Long story. So I right now, this is my second day back after playing. I have sort of not played for about 5 years. Last time I really played seriously was 2019. I played for a few months, probably about 6 to 9 months. And then before that, it had been like 10 years. No, 7 or 8 years between there. But from there, so I played from age 12 to like 19 or 20, very seriously. My first year of college was spent studying horn. So that's my background. Right now, I'm just trying to get back, rediscover my muscle memory. So, yo, what's up, Millar Minahan? Used to play French horn too, dude. Welcome. Glad to see you. How did I get back into it? I mean, so I have my horn. It was a graduation present after high school, and I took it off to college, and I've had it with me ever since. I just haven't had the time to rededicate myself back to the craft. So this is like I say, the second day of me getting back into it, and just doing some coprosh. If you've played horn, you're probably very familiar with the coprosh etudes. Just trying to get back into them. So awesome! Glad y'all are here. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I apologize. This is not me at my peak. This is probably as bad as I'm ever gonna sound, but it's gonna be a fun ride. Oh geez, where was I? Oh, I was in the middle of this stupid key change weirdness. Tempo's all over the place there too. And I need to always have to have a pencil on hand, because here I should breathe big. Alright, let me see. Also, just while I'm thinking about it, if ever you were thinking about getting back into playing French horn or any instrument, the best time to do it is not today. It was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. The best time was to not get out of practice. The second best time is right now. So if you're at all feeling the itch that you want to get back to playing, well, by God, get back to playing. This is a lot of fun. All right. Anyways. Right now, I am 34, freshly turned 34. So, yeah, the last time I played seriously was not in my 30s. So we got a lot of headwinds, we'll say. But I don't care. I'm having fun. This is a good time. Got to get those transitions. So I'm gonna do. Oh my God! All right, hold on. Weedle and a French horn, brother, straight to my heart. Did we just become best friends? I think we did. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it. Good luck to you as well, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I love the energy, dude. Sincerely, Fucking love it. Appreciate it, Yoan. Yoan. I'm so sorry. My pronunciation's bad. It looks like Yoan to me. Like, yo, Ann. Yo. Yoan. I appreciate it. Sincerely. Alright. Practice time. The timer's ticking and I'm not practicing. That means we might go a little over 90 minutes, but that's alright. I love the energy. Thank you, guys. Actually, that's on point. Yes. I'm usually so bad with pronunciations. I like it. I like it when it's pronounced like it's spelled, like it looks. That's awesome. Alright, hold on. This one's going to be weird because it's accidentals. It's not in the right key. I need to figure it out real quick. So it's... Okay, so it's my ear is thinking that it's not what it should be. And I just realized the timer's cut off. Can't have this. Alright, hold on. Pause it because this is not productive practice time. Ah! 1 hour. 1 hour. I apologize if anyone's OCD. I know they're not quite they're not quite lined up there. Just don't notice. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it, chat. We'll get there. Alright. Okay. Okay. Hear the note. You gotta hear the note. You gotta feel the note. Well, and then I have to look at the notes and actually make sure I'm playing the right fingerings. But the first note, I heard it, I felt it, it was there. Whew. Oh my goodness. So that's the line. Those are mostly the right notes. Not the right musicality, not the right dynamics, not totally the right tempo. Let's back it down a little bit. And let's make sure that we get it correctly this time. Starting forte. I know it's I can't really, don't have a better way at present to zoom in on the music that I'm playing. I'm working on that. I have ideas. I do apologize, but for now. And that's a good G. That was a good, I felt it. I heard it. I visualized it, and it worked. And it was the right note. Yes! Okay. For real this time. It's very pinched. I need to do better about not pinching up high. It is pretty high. My lips are getting a little fatigued. Not completely, but we're starting to. All right. So here's the thing. Where can I breathe in that passage? Maybe here. Let me try here. Seems like a good spot. Hold on. I was trying real hard not to burp. Oh, during that passage. Turns out if there's one thing to really fuck up your airflow, it's having to burp. Wonder if anyone's ever thought about this before. Ah! This is what I mean when I say I have not ever really been a very strong low horn player, but especially on etudes like this, where you're just coming from a forte above the staff, and then you're decrescendoing down to what's supposed to be piano, all the way to the C down below the staff. It's fucking crazy. It's like I dropped my metronome. So it's this passage here, chat. So it starts right here. Bum bum bum. All the way down there. From all the way up here to an A, all the way down here to the C. And that sucks. Like a lot. Like a lot. And especially with the dynamics in there. I didn't even like point out the dynamics, but decrescendoing all the way down to that mid-low range and having to, you gotta have so much air support there. It's tough. I don't know that I could have done that. Well, I must have done it in college because I went on. I think when I stopped, because you go through the coproshes. At least when I was studying horn, my teacher had me do, exercise number 1 to his satisfaction in the transposed key, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then we moved on to number 2, and then we just, every week or so we would do another one when they were good enough. And I think I got to like number 19 or 20 or so. that chat was a little Don Juan from memory. It's not here. This is Etudes. This is Koprosh. That was all from right up here. I'll give you another. I'll give you another. Till Eulenspiegel. Yeah, that one not as good. Oh my goodness, I love Strauss. I love Strauss for the way he writes horn, you know? So many good excerpts. Any Strauss heads out there know exactly what piece this is. Where's my tuner? Yeah, that one I don't know from memory nearly as well. Ein Heldenleben. Ein Heldenleben was the correct answer. A hero's journey. The hero's journey? A hero's journey? I don't know. Hero's life? Leben? Ein Heldenleben? The hero's... Anyone speak German in the chat? Or have access to Google Translate? I suppose. Alright. Enough playing around. Gotta get through Koprosh number 2. We have... this way. 18 minutes. 18 minutes. I don't have the muscle memory for how to start notes. That's something I'm still learning, relearning. Like I feeling I need to the metronome's giving me a beat or two. I need to start thinking like when I can 2 beats. So like as opposed to now boom. I need to get better at taking a full deep breath as opposed to just strictly the time. Didn't support that G very well. I was kind of running out of air. And my lips are starting to stiffen up. I can tell. Like I'm pretty tired. 90 minutes is going to be the extent of practice today for sure, but we'll get there. Evan Z. Richards. What's going on? It is basically a study in thirds, yeah. It's apologies, I don't have a great setup here to see the music, but it's Koprosh Poprosh's 60 selected studies for French horn. They're etudes, and so we're doing number 2 here. Number 2. So yeah, it's basically pretty easy. Just in terms of notes, so it's C in thirds, going up and down, a little modulation in there. But what's going to be fun is I'm also going to be doing right here, and you can see transposition in. It's E, but my professor had me do it in D apparently because I don't know, he wanted to screw up my transposition. So yeah. Also tried that on the clarinet flute. Hey, that's awesome. Welcome, fellow musician, fellow band kid. Love to see it. So yeah, this is this one. It's not a bad one. I do like this one, and especially right now because I'm still getting back to playing form. It's really good for as you decrescendo down into, you know, low G's below the low C's, pedal C's for at the very end. At a piano, you definitely gotta be very strategic and intentional with your air, and that's what I really like about this etude in particular. I appreciate it. All right. Not bad. Not perfect, but acceptable. Nope, not acceptable. That one's tough. You don't breathe here, you breathe here, and it's got to be kind of big because otherwise you run out of air for the last. All right, let me try that. Last minutes are always brilliant or rough. That is damn true. That is damn true. You can never be like mid. It is not. Yeah, no middle ground. No middle ground. It's all balls to the wall, bells up. You know, you're feeling good, you're feeling fine. Not today. I don't know if we're feeling bells up today. All right. Last phrase. Let's see if we can get through it. Nope. I wanted that last C so bad, but I knew I didn't have it. chops are so they're I can feel it. I can definitely feel it. Which is good. It's fine. That's totally fine. That's the whole point. If I could do this perfectly right here, right now, like, what is even the point of playing? You know? What makes you think? Or maybe it doesn't. I don't fucking know. It's gonna happen. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't smooth, but it existed. It existed that time. That last whoo. Hold on. Hang on. Almost got sorted at the end. Very close. Very close. And I maintain my biggest weakness as a horn player, two things. Historically, when I was in college, the biggest things they were having me work on was like musicality, air control, and phrasing and stuff like that, and that sort of stuff. Technically, I was not too bad. And also just low horn in general. I have never been a low horn player. I can hit high notes all day long. Like this one here, it goes up to an A. I can go up probably even higher, decently cold and out of practice, just because for some reason that, works for my brain. The low stuff, There's a slur, not a bad slur. The piece is Adagio and Allegro for horn by Schumann. I believe it's Schumann. And actually, I might have it. I'd be surprised if I didn't. This pause the timer. That's the Beethoven Sonata Nocturno Villanelle Strauss 2 in Russian. Weird. Adagio and Allegro. Here we go. So it's a pretty famous passage in the horn oeuvre. So there's the piece. It's right in here. So it's bum ba da da dum ba da dum ba bum wow ba da dum, like slurs up here to the high C above the sound. That is fucking crazy. I had classmates better than me overall at horn, but they can't reliably hit that slur up to the high C. Whereas I'm gonna do it here just now, and we're gonna see if I make a fool of myself. I very well may eat my words, but I'm pretty sure I can hit it. I'm pretty sure I can. All right, let's see, just to get the context. That is right. maybe I can't actually. I can already feel like, I don't want to do that. I'm still gonna try. It was there. It was there. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty, but it was there. Oh, now I'm lightheaded. Hold on. Oh man. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, all that to say, high horn stuff has always come much more natural to me than the low, because I can just, you know, it makes sense. I don't know, I don't get it. But the low stuff, you tell me to play the, if you tell me to slur from the C on the staff all the way down to the C below the pedal C, I don't know that I can do that. The actual note's nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's supposed to be much nicer. And actually, who do I think if you want to hear it done well, I think Dennis Brain has a good recording. Let me double check. Schumann's Adagio and Allegro. Yeah. Robert Schumann. Did I say it was Robert Schumann? I don't know. I knew it was Schumann. But yeah, Dennis Brain has a really good recording of it. Probably Barry Tuckwell and Dale Clevenger, they probably have, Herman Bauman, they probably all have recordings of it. But Dennis Brain, if you can find Dennis Brain doing any horn stuff, he is the definitive. That's too pinched. I'm doing it the muscle memory way that like I know I could do if I'm back in practice, but I feel like that's just doing bad habits. Yeah. See, the reverse is not always true or easy. All right. Last few minutes of practice. We got to make sure we get. I want to get this last phrase on this coprush. Nope. I'm not using proper air. My lips are getting fatigued at the end of the actual passage, and I'm overcompensating. Or undercompensating, maybe? I'm running out of steam bigly as coming down and also the decrescendo there. It's not... I'm not playing that correctly or well. Gotta get back to it. Hold on. We'll get there. We'll get there. 1:30. We made the goal. We made the goal. We're gonna go a little over because I've been taking a little bit of time, but we're almost there. You know what? For the last home stretch of practice, here we go. It's a practice party. Let's fucking go. Excuse me. Pardon me, chat. Off to worse. Excuse me. Pardon me. I just totally screwed up your message as soon as I tried. My apologies. Off to work. Nice practice. Good luck. Coolest brass instrument in my book. Hey, I appreciate that. Have fun at work. I appreciate it. And, you know, I think she's a good-looking instrument, isn't she? Thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out. Have fun at work, my friend. Alright, we're getting it. We're getting this. The problem, and I'm noticing this as I'm slurring around arpeggios up and down, it's the articulation. Whenever I articulate, my lips are like resetting, which is not what I want them to be. I made it through that passage decently without articulation, but I definitely need to be better at articulating it. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just need to... But it's piano. It's supposed to be piano, chat. Like, it's fine if I don't do the dynamics. I'm supposed to be diminuendoing, diminutioning. This right here. This right here. Diminuendo all the way down. This end is supposed to be piano. It's supposed to be piano, chat. Come on. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. And we're gonna have a better attack than that. Piano, I thought this was French horn time. What's up, dude? It is French horn time. It's either piano or else it says I don't think you had Mr. Rothka, but his favorite joke was right here, right here. You know what this is, chat? You know what this is? You know what this is? It says P on the paper. It says P on the paper. We like to have fun here. Oh, we like to bang the horn up against my desk here. Yeesh. That's no good. Ah. It's like when I have to do the... I don't think my embouchure is supposed to be doing this. Hold on. That was almost motorboaty. Part of the other problem is whenever I was ending the horn program in university, one of the things that I was working on with my professor was my point of articulation. So the point at which my tongue meets the back of my teeth or the top of my mouth or even my aperture, depending on what notes I was playing. So from like D or C just below the staff downwards, my tongue is like I'm trying to hit actually on my lips in the aperture, which is the opening of your lips. So like you have your embouchure, which is all of this, and the aperture, which is the whole. That's the aperture. So versus like. So as you go higher up, notes wise, your tongue moves further and further, like up your teeth, up to the back of your roof of your mouth, and then lower is like in the aperture. And I was never really like good at that. That was something that I remember I was working on at the time. So that's also hurting me when I'm articulating super down low, C, G, and then pedal C. It's like I don't necessarily have good muscle memory to return to there. So Something like that. Something like that. I was about to say maybe I might run through it all again one more time, but I don't know that I got it. I got the lips in me. I think my chops might be about shot. Ooh, it might be time. Might be time to call it. We've hit our goal. We've hit our goal, 90 minutes, and I think we've gotten 90 solid minutes. That's why we've gone over stoppage time, as it were, for all my football fans out there. Not American football, but you know. I need to really needed to empty that out. That was gross. I really need to do a little research independently on my own for low horn stuff. Make sure that I'm not falling back into bad habits with my embouchure, my jaw, with my lips, trying to do like a as opposed to like secured and solid and just intonation, again, is all over the place. That'll be cleaned up with time. Right now I'm trying to go for connection, musicality between the notes, no hard jumps, just trying to have seamless lines going over this arpeggios as we go along. Intonation will come in time. Focus on one thing at the moment. Then we'll get that, and then we'll move on to the next thing. That was a decent line. Not bad. I can definitely feel that Master Oogway I think that was his line when he's like, "My time has come," or whatever. Starting to feel that in my lips. Just trying to warm down real quick here, chat. You know, you never want to. I rarely want to just stop cold. after practicing, especially, you know, getting back into it. Warming down, stretching, I'm hitting my mic all over the place here, is just as important as proper warm-up. You know, you want to make sure that your lips they've just been exercised strenuously, you know. And now we take a deep breath and we just relax. That's why I'm doing, you know, easy slurs up and down, just arpeggios, nothing too strenuous, just cooling down, winding down the practice session. Interesting. I focused then intentionally on making sure I had a lot of air, like, and not worrying about the dynamics, because that was a little loud, but the notes felt good. The notes felt good, and especially that break from the pedal C and up immediately from that passage in there felt secure, pretty solid. And now I'm lightheaded again. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Oh goodness, excellent practice session. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Chat, I appreciate y'all stopping by. The kind words, encouragement. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. I know I will. Keep on making music, friends. I'll see y'all next time. Probably tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. I'll see y'all. Bye.